When I would dwell about it, only then I see I've locked us up and built a cell around it. Never have I ever thought to tell you about it. I mean I have, but I consider all the hell around it. Then I realize I raise hell when I would write about it. Let's get right to it. I fail to understand your thinking process and conclusions. You live in this illusion, you're allergic to success, and all your efforts are in vain despite you not trying your best. I can see how staying home could have you stressed, still following the rules of who would nurse you from the breast. We used to hear you out about the stupid sissy scream and shout, like how she used to swipe your sense of reassurance. She let you have the car but you still had to pay insurance and fix it by yourself, regardless of the fact you wasn't working, had no wealth. Iowa got ratioed by some deratio, and in the midst of it you lost a to and fro. You tried accusing mom and she just said that's how it goes. How else should you have felt? Some along those lines would happen every other day, have us questioning your health and wondering if you're okay. When you would stay, we got a glimpse in your dilemma. I remember being 13, listening as bro is going on about his lack of fortune, literally and metaphorically. Importantly, saying all he thinks about are dead dreams. Whenever good things happen, it's in rations how the portions be, without sympathy. So I empathize, and I look past your brutal words and scrutiny, picking at my scabs and at my stutters, all you do to me. Elephants have wrinkles, Curry has wrinkles. 3rd grade, niggas writing singles. I'm the root of your jokes and your insults. You're the reason I would fear being involved. While when I look back at reflections, I got pissed off and started splitting knuckles up until the mirror falls. But I got over it, like I always did, like we all did. We were all kids, but we're all growing into men no matter how broken the home is. Through tribulations and trials we had to hone in. We had to get it for ourselves, no more loaning. So as we're loaning you the means to smoke and get a bite to eat, we just hope you keep in mind that what you give is what you receive. That's where I fucked up, this is where we separate. You only know to take, somehow we give it to you anyway. Ignoring you, ignoring us, requesting that you pay today. You always seem to think you're under attack. You call it rude when people tell you to contribute, when we match opposed to everybody else, when it's mostly just a you thing, asking can I pay you back. I wanna roll this one myself, of course. Sharing all we got, regardless all of us are poor. Now when I take you home, you're in the backseat all alone. Vapor rolling up in front, it shouldn't be, it couldn't be. Whose is that? Yours, of course. It's never wise to try to bite the hand that feeds you, but you don't think it's a choice, you think it needs to. Why should he get brand new cars for crashing one? I've only ever managed one. How come all my friends with the co-parent breadwinners gotta rub it in my face that they're not eating ramen dinners? How come they were born into suburban lifestyles? No real hardships unless they hate their own smile. These blues that you recital are mimicking the thoughts of friends who go through it with you, the ones who see the same and even worse forms of abuse. I'm bringing up the past a lot, but you bring up the past a lot, defending petty opinions about the world and your image is still do. Like you still haven't changed since we all graduated. Well, all of y'all, I just wasn't on the same shit, dealing with conflictions in the ways that I would brag about in Compton, but it's Clinton. Take into account that what I went through wasn't up to me, but it's the way I respond that I take responsibility. You just don't have that ability. You did, but your facade would say you didn't. Your friends have brought this up to you, you act like you don't get it. Your friends can come off rude when they're suppressing their aggression. How are you the only one who's never had to make adult progression, and always has an answer when it's someone else's question? How are you so cozy, eating off of other plates, but inquiring your share results and going separate ways? It's not a everybody deal, it just pertains to everyone who's ever fought in your defense to try to prove that you were real.